You liked this. They are indeed refreshing words from Utah Republican Mia Love on our show. Roll that tape.
I cannot tell you how frustrating it is to me when we were in the House working on a health care bill, trying to do everything we can to address, debate the issues, and we had people from the Senate coming over, doing a press conference telling us what to do, how to do it. I think it's important for us to make sure that we tell them that they have to get that debate to the floor. They have to be able to allow the American people to have their voice being heard on the floor of Congress.
Well, look who's here. Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, Republican from New York. Are you pounding the table like your colleague Mia Love? What are you?
I love Mia Love. She's my softball teammate. She is awesome, and everything she says is right. We were hammered by the Senate over and over. But guess who passed their health care bill?
But wait a minute. All you're talking about is a Republican Party split. In this case, it's the Senate versus the House Republicans. I mean, it's going to be Republicans on the right, I mean, conservatives versus moderate Republicans. You're split.
But let me understand something. Remember we came out with our health care bill, the first one we came out, we couldn't get it passed. Everyone blamed the Freedom Caucus and the conservatives.
Yes.
And we came out with another adjustment. We had the MacArthur Amendment, some other issues. Guess who voted for the Health Care Act? Guess who voted with the Republicans? They held their nose and voted the conservatives. It was the moderates that left us out. So who is in the Senate now? It's a mixture of moderates and conservatives. And I say, put it on the floor. All these people who voted how many times to repeal Obamacare,
well, okay,
put it on the floor and make them take the walk.
I think it's a pivotal moment for the Trump presidency and for the future of the Republican Party. You could supply a huge win on health care and taxes. You could supply a huge loss by failure of both. You're telling me you're going to guarantee success on both?
Well, I didn't tell you I guarantee. I told you I would promise success.
That's a politician's promise.
That's exactly it. I gave you a prompt before we got on air. Yeah, but yes, it is tax reform is vitally important. But we had an opportunity, Mia, Congresswoman Love, was with me as well, and we had an opportunity to meet with Mitch McConnell. And he's frustrated, too. He said, let's put it on the floor. Let's get this done. We have promised the American people we would do that, and we need to start telling our story. What is wrong with Obamacare? We are hurting the middle class. We're hurting small businesses, the big job creators in our communities, not the big fat
You're being
cats.
demagogued to death. All I see is headlines. Oh, 32 million people will lose their coverage if you Republicans get hold of Obamacare. That's all I see.
Right, because that's all the news media is reporting. I'd love to see the conservative news media stand up and talk about the Republicans and what we have accomplished. So many things have gotten done in the Republican side through the House. All these bills. We passed the Choice Act, which rolls back regulations. We passed the flood insurance bill out of our committee, Financial Services.
All good.
We've rolled back like 14 different CRAs, which we're going to roll back regulations of $6 billion in savings to our business community and others. We've done a lot in the House. We need to talk about it, though. You're right about that. We need to argue the case and make the case. But I'd like to see the Senate.
You've got to do that. Yeah, pound it, pound it. It's my table, you can pound
it. We need to, honestly, tax reform is just as important or even maybe more important, but we have to get all that done, especially for our district.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
Tell me, handicap it for me.
Handicap it.
Is it a 60-40 shot at getting the bill through the Senate?
I would say on health care.
Yes, on health care.
I can't give you a statistic on that. I think you're going to have to record.
All right, tax reform.
Tax reform, I'd say 95%.
95%
but I promised,
by the end of the year.
I promised it to you, but I think it's going to happen.
We would take 95%.
We have to repeal Obamacare. We have to. Even if you replace it with something to gradually phase it out, it has to be done. That's the only way we're going to start over.
Are you with me? Because I've had a fierce fight on this. I say something is better than nothing on Obamacare.
It has to be repealed. Even if we do the clean repeal, work on replacement, at some point it has to get done.
Claudia, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Pound the table anytime you like on this program.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.